and welcome back to the channel. We are now officially 12 weeks out from the Tampa Pro, and today we're going to be doing a full day of eating. So I'm going to show you guys what we're doing right now because we cut my carbs pretty heavily because we need to start pushing things a little bit harder. So I'm looking forward to running through this day with you guys and showing you guys all my food for today. And so we're going to get right into meal one here. I've got 90 grams of my cream of rice here from Grindstone Blends, of course. I got my BPC 157 with KPV. And then from JW Foods, I've got 225 grams of flank steak. I've got 90 grams of the Grindstone Blends unflavored cream of rice here with 60 grams of raspberries, 15 grams of macadamia nut butter. You guys can use code STRONG to grab any of these products from Biolabs, from Grindstone Blends to support the channel. Let's get right into meal one, guys. Let's go. Salt. Okay, so we got meal two here. We've got our fish, 250 grams of the orange roughy, and I've got 200 grams of white potato, 10 grams of olive oil. So we're getting down now, guys. Most of the meals now are around 50 grams of carbs on my regular day. So we're pushing calories down. The protein still stays high, and we still have at least a little bit of a fat source in every meal. If it's a red meat, obviously there's no extra fats added, but for my fish meals, I'll have either olive oil or coconut oil and or macadamia nut butter. And then potatoes, I'm having once a day, rice and cream of rice for my other meals. Keeping it really simple, guys. So we cut out chicken. I've cut out just other things just to keep my diet more simple and basic with the foods that work for my body. And just becomes more important to always pick the right nutrients as you start to eat less and less calories, that you're picking more nutrient dense foods, like for example, picking potatoes over rice to get more potassium, a little bit more energy before training. It actually does make a big difference. So that's what works for me, guys. I'm gonna get this meal down now, and then we'll see you guys in a little bit. You're making more fish because we're eating so much fish right now. How much fish?
We only like orange roughy.
How much orange roughy did we eat already? Do you even know?
How much is that box?
It's 20 pounds. So we're almost.
So we probably ate like, how many days was that? When did we get Thursday?
Yeah.
We probably didn't use it till Friday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. In 3 days it was like, in 4 days it's gone.
Okay. So this meal we're gonna do, it's gonna be fish and rice, but we're gonna do coconut oil in this one because this is gonna be my pre-workout meal. So pre-workout coconut oil, so we can use those MCTs as energy for the workout. So I actually really like using coconut oil on prep as an energy source. It actually works really well. But you don't want to only eat coconut oil because it doesn't provide you with a lot of polyunsaturated fats or monounsaturated fats. Monounsaturated fats you're going to get from your nut butters, like the macadamia nut butter, and your polyunsaturated fats you're going to get from a high quality olive oil. So good to get a wide variety of fat sources, right? Because we're not eating any fatty fish right now.
Yeah, there's no fat on your face. I have no fat left on my face. You'll be there soon, baby.
So this is what we do. 5 pieces of orange roughy in the oven, just waiting for it to preheat.
And we do
400 degrees for 25 minutes.
Oh, I do 20.
25 is even better, trust me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I've been doing 20 lately.
It gets a little bit crispy around the edges and it tastes really good.
Yeah, I like the crisp. But also, we bake this once a day. Sometime we're on our.
Now we're doing it twice a day
because
because we cut out chicken and we're cutting down on your protein powder as well.
Yeah.
So we're basically cutting out a lot of other protein sources and just eating a lot more fish and beef, basically. Right.
Yeah. Okay. So then we just to finish this meal.
Yeah.
You don't want salt, right? Just hot sauce.
I'll do a little bit of salt, like pre-workout. I'll do a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and a little bit of hot sauce. That's like a more than enough flavor for me.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't want the salt.
Sometimes I don't want the salt, you're right. But I think because our carbs are dropping, we could probably use a little bit more salt just to keep the fullness going, you know?
Do you want any veg or sauerkraut on here?
No, that's good like that.
That's so good.
Yeah. Okay, we got our little lunch date here with Layla. Lunch date with Layla.
Is she comfy?
Outside. Are you comfy? I don't know. She just wants some of this.
Yeah, she does.
That's why.
So nice though.
Yeah, it's beautiful outside right now. nice to take a break and just chill for a minute before we head off to the gym soon. And yeah, so we'll get this meal.
The plant your mom got.
Oh yeah, check this out. My mom gave me this plant here. Beautiful plant. And boom, just like that, we're back on the road, on the way to the gym to train, and it's a beautiful day, So, I got my prohd Elite, and I'll be honest with you guys, the Tangerine prohd Elite is my favorite flavor, no doubt about it. It just tastes the best out of all the other prohds. But, you know, there's no stims, and it's perfect for today because we're training a little bit later, so that's a little bit of a treat for me. And we're going to do some arms with Eric, and we're going to film that, so it's going to be really, really good. And then afterwards, I'll be doing another educational live podcast, Canadian Beef, on YouTube tonight, 6:30 p.m. And, you know, I appreciate all you guys that have been joining in. And if you haven't been able to catch us live, I appreciate you guys sending in questions. That is so awesome. But yeah, if you guys are following along, I'm just going to keep putting it out there that we're going to be trying to do Saturdays at 12 p.m. You know, unless it's, you know, obviously something, you know, the show day or something. But Saturdays at 12 p.m. and Mondays at 6 p.m. EST. Right? So, Saturday, 12 p.m. and Monday at 6 p.m. EST. Join us live for Canadian Beef Podcast. Educational topic on Mondays. And then Saturday is a bro chat with whoever wants to show up on the weekends. So the weekends are obviously more tentative because it just depends on who's available, as people get busy on weekends, understandably, and I do too. But Monday, me and Mo will be doing the educational ones. So right now we're focusing on the different steroids. So tonight we're going to be doing anabolic steroids versus SARMs. And I just think it's a good topic because I think a lot of the younger generation think that SARMs are maybe something that they should use, like a tool that they should be using in their arsenal. And I think that you should be very, very selective. And yeah, not to go into that too much, obviously save that for the podcast, right? But definitely excited about that. And as you guys know, I get super passionate sometimes when I'm on the podcast. And so I do really enjoy the educational part of it. And I know you guys really enjoy that too. So definitely comment below. Let me know if you guys are watching Canadian Beef Podcast, what topics you guys want to see us cover in the educational series, what guests you'd like to see me bring on in upcoming episodes, and yeah, let me know what you think of the podcast. I know it doesn't have the best production value. I know that it could be better, and I'm working on it. So just like bodybuilding, it's all about progress and consistency, and you know, you just got to keep at it. Consistency is key. That's everything. There's nothing without consistency. And just like contest prep, just like building a business, the more consistent you can be, the better the results. So let's just keep working, guys. Another day to get better. Another day to become our true self, our ultimate version. So, yeah, I mean, I believe that ultimately the actions you take can either align with your true self or another version of yourself. But I think the true self, that ultimate version of yourself, you know, there's always a reality where that person ultimately makes the action, right? So, or takes the action. So just trying to put days together where we act better towards ourselves, act better towards others, and you know, I think ultimately, no matter how much you want something, you have to realize that ultimately you're gonna be the most happy with the result if you get it. If you don't have expectations, I think expectations can be really, really hard to deal with when it comes to things like bodybuilding, when you don't have control over necessarily the outcome. But not to worry about that, because ultimately the evolution of you, and whether you're a bodybuilder or not, being better every day is the goal. So the fact that you're not there yet, the fact that you haven't arrived yet, that's the exciting part, because once you're there, that's when it starts to end, right? So enjoy the journey, guys, and I'll see you guys. Try to get some sneak peeks when we get into the gym.
Last one?
One last one, yeah.
40s? I've seen big 4 on the dumbbells.
Yep. Oh yeah. Gotta hand it to me like they're 140s.
Hey, that can take you there. There. Yeah. That's better. Much better.
All right, so we just finished up that arm workout. I did some tanning here in the tanning bed, and I did some posing, 40 minutes every day. I'm posing to get the conditioning to come in. And then last thing I'm gonna do before I head home, I'm gonna have myself some of this Intra HD, sip on that on the ride home, and we'll see you guys back at the house for the post-workout meal. Let's go. All right, guys, we're back from the gym, and we're gonna get our post-workout meal in. So what we've got here is 90 grams of the Grindstone Blends cream of rice. I did half unflavored and half the apple fritter. 50 grams of raspberries, 15 grams of nut butter, macadamia nut butter. And then here I've just got 2 scoops of the vanilla prohd. I just like vanilla because it's my favorite flavor that they have. Simple, effective. So we're gonna take this down now before we jump onto the podcast. I'm also going to take my growth hormone here from Biolabs, 5 IUs, and I'm also going to take a little picture here for Instagram, so I can just do a little carousel swipe of my full day of eating as well. Figure 2 birds with 1 stone. Boom. There it is. And then, yeah, so great workout today. Arms were crazy pumped. They were like 22 inches by the time we were done. And I'm happy with where things are at. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to eat this meal. I'm going to get the podcast launched up, and then we're going to go live. So we'll see you guys in a little bit. We still got some more food to eat. But unfortunately, after this, it's going to be no carbs. At least for the next meal after this. But it's all good. Let's get shredded, guys.
Time to go vote. We were actually not gonna vote. I'm just kidding. You're thinking about it, but
You have to vote.
we have to vote. So
Yeah.
we're going, and it's open till 9:30, and it's 8:20 now, so we have lots of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's helping us push our meals a little farther.
Yeah, we have 2 more meals left. So usually we like to have one like right before bed, and you gotta space, like you gotta do something to space it out, or you're just thinking about like what when your food's low. I mean,
Yeah.
you're just thinking about what's the next meal. I fed Layla already, but she needs her dubs.
We need our food. We can talk about dubs after food.
Okay, food. Food focused.
Well, I'm just really hungry because all I've had is my post-workout meal.
Same. This is the bowl that we serve our hold all our beef in. It's your salad bowl.
Ooh, that looks really good.
Beef it up.
Thanks, baby.
Welcome.
Okay, so meal 5, just salad and beef. So we got it volumized with the salad, and we've got 300 grams of beef here. So we're gonna eat that, chill on the couch, watch some Top Boy, right?
I'm gonna be not watching that.
You're gonna go in the other room and watch Dexter.
No, Dexter's done.
Oh, Dexter's done, okay. So we got back from our little evening walk. We're gonna get our last meal in now. So we're gonna do some fish. We got white fish here again, the orange roughy. 250 grams of that. So good.
We made zucchinis too.
Perfect.
You gonna eat them?
Yeah. This is the one that's purely white rice. Usually I'll have the one that's mixed, which is purple rice and white rice. So that's the purple bag, but this is just, like I said, plain white rice. Does the job. So we're gonna do 90 grams.
You're too big for this kitchen to film.
Yeah, no, we gotta upgrade. We gotta upgrade.
Kitchen.
So subscribe, like, comment, so we can YouTube monetize, making money, and buy a new house. Right? Okay, so 80 grams. Like that. And then what I normally do is, so normally what I'll do is I'll just put a bunch of cinnamon in there and a little bit of salt before I cook it, just to give it a little bit of flavor. Stevia pack as well.
I thought I was the only one eating those. I was like, how are they disappearing so fast?
Yeah, I have one in my coffee and I have one in my cream of rice at night.
You don't ask me how many I have.
You have a lot. That's okay. Fish comes out. Cream of rice goes in. And, okay, watch. This is why we love grindstone buns. So easy to make. You just put it in there with water. 4 minutes. That's what I do because I use a lot of water. So I want to cook it so it creates more volume.
You don't even have to stir it.
Don't have to stir it. We just wait. So while we're waiting for that, what I'll do is show you guys some of the supplements that I'm taking as well. Okay, so to show you guys some of the supplements I take at night for health. So the ones from Biolabs, I do theanine for relaxation, help with sleep. I'll do resveratrol extract, which is good for your heart. Tudka, which is good for the liver. Right now, there's no liver HD, so I'm using this Tudka. And then CoQ10, which is good for the heart as well. Some other things, K2, which is good for your heart. Magnesium, I'll take that morning and night. Lots of magnesium when you're an athlete, you need it. Citrus bergamot, also for cholesterol and heart health. Zinc, and then curcumin as well. Take that morning and night. And then before bed, 3 caps of the Sleep HD. I also do 9 caps a day of Kidney HD, which is really important to get the astragalus for your kidneys. Keep those filtering. And then I'm actually just going to do a little bit of collagen as well. It's got glycine in there. Collagen in general is high in glycine, which can help your body with detoxification, but also sleep at night. So collagen at night, and then last but not least, HGH. We're going to do 5 IUs. So half a vial at night, and then there's our food. So over here, like I said, you don't even have to stir it till it's done, which is the best part about it. Alright, so that's it with a lot of water, and then look at that consistency. So I didn't have to stir it at all, and that just perfect every time. So that's how you want it to be. You want it to be thick, that it stays on the spoon, but it'll still kind of have that glop.
And there's no clumps.
Yeah, no clumps, all glop. You want that glop. Comment below if you want that glop. Okay, so meals on wheels. Taking some of your zucchini because I'm hungry. And then I'm gonna put the macadamia nut butter on there, and then that's gonna be it.
Why do you use macadamia nut butter?
Yeah, the macadamia nut butter is my favorite because out of all the nuts, it's got the highest amount of monounsaturated fats, which monounsaturated fats are harder to get generally. There's lots of polyunsaturated fats in most oils and fat sources, like olive oil is high in polyunsaturated fats, but macadamia nuts is good monounsaturated fats, which is really good for your heart health. So yeah, definitely.
And it's cleaner, right?
It's probably, yeah, I would say like it's like the cleanest, probably like healthiest nut in my opinion. especially for heart health.
Show us
So,
the one that you use.
That's the one we use here. It's the Nuts to You
Tell them
macadamia butter.
Tell them what our plan is.
Our plan is to buy in bulk macadamia nuts and then get a food processor and make our own. Because this is really just one ingredient, which is dry roasted macadamia nuts. And that's what you want. If you got a nut butter, you just want one ingredient. So realistically, you can make it yourself. So stay tuned for that. That'll be interesting. Because this is about 15 bucks a jar. Right?
Yeah, like macadamia nuts aren't cheap either, but I mean, like, it'll be good making our own. I'm excited.
It's gonna be good, and I love it. So it tastes so good too. It's also one of my favorite like tasting nuts. Okay, so we're gonna put that on there. Yes.
Is that our last one, or do we have another jar in there?
I think this is our last one. Just look how good that looks. Looks so small though.
So small. Is that 10
I
grams?
have 2 spoons.
Is that 10 grams or?
That's 15 grams.
Oh my god, that's baby.
I ended up with 2 spoons. So, yeah, it's not super sweet because it's the unflavored one, but at this point, can't complain, you know?
Meal.
In the video? Yeah, we know the video. Yeah, of course. So, that's the day of eating, guys. Like I said, low carb day. We're 12 weeks out from the Tampa Pro. Super pumped to get on stage again, bring the most shredded conditioning. So if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment below, subscribe to the channel, of course, because a lot of you guys watch my videos, but you don't subscribe. Subscribing actually really helps me, so make sure you do that. And don't forget, guys, healthy people build more muscle and stay strong because strength is power.